If you ask any adult right now, most of them will tell you 9 times out of 10, they'll tell you that wealth is one of the most important goals to them. Occasionally, you may find 1 out of 10 who says or thinks that wealth isn't important, but for the majority of adults alive today, becoming wealthy is on their list of most important things to do. That wealth comes in many different forms, and being wealthy doesn't necessarily mean that you have to have a lot of money. Some people want to be wealthy in health or something else, and if we go to the dictionary for the word wealth and look it up, it actually means an abundance of valuable possessions or money. Another definition goes on to say that wealth is just having plentiful supplies of a particular resource. So the truth here is that most people don't want to become wealthy just because they want to have lots of money, and most people who want to become wealthy don't really care about money all that much. They care more about what they can get from the financial resources that they will have if they are wealthy. Now, one of the benefits to having wealth is that you can make your choices and you can make your decisions based on what you really want to do as opposed to what you need or what you're forced to do. So the more wealth you have, the more freedom you have. The more you can do the things that you want to do, you can live that lifestyle that you think is best for you and your family, and wealth just buys you a whole lot of freedom, and that is why most people have wealth on their list of most important things to accomplish. Now, although this is on the list of priorities for most adults, for some reason, most people have this as a priority, or even though they have it as a priority, they never take any action to help themselves along in becoming wealthy. And in fact, if you ask someone right now if they want to be wealthy, most likely they're going to respond and they're going to tell you that yes, they want to be super wealthy. But if as a follow-up question you ask them, what have you done or what are you working on to become wealthy right now? They'll most likely not have an answer for you because they either haven't thought about it or they don't really have anything that they're working on to make themselves wealthy right now. So in this video, I'm going to outline some of the steps that you should take if you're trying to create wealth. And these steps aren't complicated, right? They're very simple, and all you really need to do is to follow the same general set of steps that everyone else who is wealthy has followed, and that way you'll have a higher chance of actually becoming wealthy instead of just thinking and hoping for it. Because if you don't take any action, then unfortunately you won't be able to achieve the amount of wealth that you want to achieve, and you won't ever be able to be financially free and live the lifestyle that you truly want. Now, before I start listing these steps very quickly, welcome back to the channel if you're already a subscriber, and if you're new here, my name is Ian, and on this channel I talk about ways to make money, ways to save money, ways to invest money, credit cards, banking apps, and everything to do with personal finance. So if you like these videos and these topics, be sure to give this video a thumbs up. I'll really appreciate it. It helps the channel out a ton. It's also 100% free to give this video a thumbs up. And also be sure to consider subscribing to the channel and turning on all notifications. And that way you'll be able to get the updates every day when I post a new video on this channel. Now, if you look around you right now, today, you'll realize that there are a lot of people, thousands of people, hundreds of thousands of people that are very successful, right? They're very wealthy, they can afford to live the life they want to, and a lot of these people, they don't have any college degrees. They don't have an MBA. Some of them didn't even graduate from high school, and these people aren't just lucky. They didn't just wake up with one idea and that idea just made them a lot of money. Instead, they followed the same simple strategies and steps, and they were consistent and they were able to build wealth and to have the life that they wanted. And the point I'm trying to make here before I start going through the steps is that anyone can do this. If building wealth is a priority for you and you actually want it, you can take the same steps. You can start from zero right now and you can become successful and you can be very wealthy. So the first simple step here is to save your money. And when I talk about saving money, a lot of people think that they don't need to save money because they're not broke or they're not living paycheck to paycheck and they're not homeless. And they may also think that saving is only for people who don't have any money and things are really tight with them financially. And this is far from the truth. Now, building wealth requires that you delay gratification. And what this means is that you cannot become a consumer of everything that is promoted around you right now. So instead, what you have to do is you have to use your current resources to help you to build on or build up more resources. Now, this may require that you make some changes in your lifestyle, and this does require a lot of modesty, especially if you're not already making a lot of money. And this first step is more than just saving some of your money. It's actually helping you to build the habit of always putting some money aside from what you earn so you can use that money to take advantage of any opportunities that will come around. This is why I recommend you guys save a certain percentage or amount of whatever you earn. And if you can't do that, then start cutting back, start penny pinching if you need to. And even if that's hard to do, then start with the 52-week challenge where you save a single dollar per week. I have a video on when and how you can increase those savings. And what that does is it just helps you to build the good and the fundamental habits that you need to create, which is to save money. Now, of course, you can't save your way into wealth. So step number 2 is investing. Now, this video is about creating wealth if you have nothing and you're starting from zero. And so while you can invest in the stock market, and you should, the truth is, if you start investing with $5 or $10 in the stock market right now consistently, over the next 12 months going into a few years, you most likely won't build any significant amounts of wealth. However, if you save that money and you invest it into some form of business or side hustle, then you can easily get 10 times the returns on your money that you saved. This is where investing wisely comes in because, like I said, I encourage you guys to invest in the stock market, and I invest in the stock market myself. However, I wouldn't encourage you guys to tie up most of the money that you save in the stock market if you're trying to build wealth and you currently have very little to do so. So a very good example to bring my point across here is you having $1,000 saved up right now. So you saved $1,000 and you could invest it in the stock market, and let's say the stock market does really, really well. Let's say the market does exceptionally well over the next 12 months and you get 50% returns on your money, which is not normal because it's more like 10%. But let's say the next 12 months are exceptional and you get 50% in returns on your investments. This means that after 12 months, you would be up $1,500. So you made $500, and that is a lot of money, and that's great. But on the flip side, what if you took that $1,000 and you bought a leaf blower for $100 or $200? You got a simple side gig, which was blowing leaves. Each driveway takes you 15 minutes of your time, and you get paid $20 for doing that. If you did this for a week or 2 weeks, you would have made back that $100 or that $200 that you invested in that leaf blower. In this very same example, if you kept doing that for 6 to 12 months, you could actually make $10,000 from this side gig. That is way beyond any returns that you could typically get in the stock market. And so the point is, invest wisely and invest in things that will help you get money right now if you're starting from the zero, and this is going to be active income and not passive income. So you need to take a course, or if you need to take a course, or you need to learn some new skills, or you need to purchase some equipment to start a side gig, then do that, because the rate of return on that investment may be a lot more than trying to just simply create some passive income stream. So be smart with your investments and invest wisely, and that is the next step after saving your money. Now, the step following this one is to use leverage, and leverage is when you tap into other resources that exceed your resources to get you better returns on your investments or on your business. So for example, stock investing leverage could be you borrowing money and using your investments as collateral, and then using that money that you borrowed to increase your position in those same investments, and then profiting from the returns on those investments. You then pay the debt off and you make more money quickly. If you have a side business or a side hustle, you can get a silent partner, or you could get a small business loan, or you could use a credit card to your advantage. You could add leverage, you could use someone else's money, the bank's money, and then you'll be able to get more done much faster and make yourself more money much quicker by using this leverage. Now, this is why they have shows like Shark Tank, for example, because when people have ideas and they have a business and they realize that they can become much more successful, but they need help, they'll go looking for that help and looking to get that leverage, which can take them way beyond what they could accomplish by using their own resources. So the point is to save your money, then invest your money, and be sure to use leverage to grow your wealth. Comment below and let me know what you're currently working on to grow your wealth and secure your freedom for yourself. As always, thanks for watching. I hope this video helps you. If you like the content, give this video a thumbs up. I'll really appreciate it. Subscribe to the channel and turn on all notifications so you get the updates when I post new videos on this channel, which is every single day. Also, be sure to check all the links down below in the description for free and helpful stuff. And I will see you guys tomorrow in the next one.